pretty quiet neighborhood. This one definitely reminds me of Sweet Olive Cemetery, just how close the graves are. Welcome everybody. I'm here at Lutheran Cemetery out here in, I think it's East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana. And I've heard stories on this particular cemetery, just like Sweet Olive Cemetery, that this cemetery, from what I heard, is a black African-American cemetery. I've heard stories of some of the graves. They're not in the best of shape. I've heard another story where volunteers have came out and cleaned up the cemetery, cut the grass, pick up limbs, all that type of stuff. And from the looks of things so far, or maybe I shouldn't say so far, let me show you real quickly what we're dealing with, then I'll get back to it. There is a casket right there, exposed, and there's a hole. So what I was saying, man, I got a hole. Hold on a second. I'll get to it in a second. Wow, you could easily get hurt if you don't look out. What is crawling on my leg? Yeah, there's that casket grave right here. Shoot, now I gotta remember what I was gonna tell you. Oh yeah. Volunteers have came out here and done some work to the area, and I've seen pictures online of that. Man, I'm trying to figure out where to step. I'm gonna get to the point, or I'm gonna get to the story in a second. Good Lord, this is crazy. They're literally like close together. Can I put my, yeah, there you can kind of tell. It's got to be maybe 6 inches in between each of these concrete slabs, or whatever these things are called, above ground entombments. And if you don't know, Louisiana obviously floods pretty good. So what was I gonna tell you? I completely forgot what I was gonna tell you. Oh yeah, like I said, volunteers have came out here and cleaned up, cut the grass, pick up the trash. Caskets are exposed. Well, we just saw one. There's limbs still scattered on top of the tombs, which over time it happens. It's nature. That's how things go. That's how things go around here. But further back you go, I was told that's where it gets a bit more interesting. So let me turn the camera back around, and I think that's about all that I know of about the cemetery. Ooh, the grass is definitely high out here. You can definitely hear the interstate. Oh my goodness, I should have wore long sleeves. I didn't expect this today because I was just on my way home. Look at this. Little pointy, prickly things. Ow, ow, they hurt. Get off my hand. Okay, well, I'm gonna just let them be for now, I guess. They all on my shoe. Yeah, I know you, yeah, I know people have told me, how come you're not wearing your exploring outfit, or how come you don't have exploring shoes, stuff like that. I do, I finally have it now. It's just that I didn't realize it was going to be this bad, but like I said at the beginning of the video, there's mixed reviews on this cemetery, and it's obviously summertime, so grass is a little bit higher than normal. Okay, I'm gonna turn you back around. Let's take a quick, okay, hold on. So I'll give you a little what I'm talking about, high grass. You're not all the way down, but you're pretty close, so you kind of get the point what I'm dealing with. So what we got over here? Got a yellow entombment. It's pretty neat. I'm trying to get by so you can see, because the sun is literally right in front of me. In loving memory of Coleman. Looks like it's him and his wife. There's a photo. I love seeing photos on these type of graves, or graves in general. Here, I'm gonna point the camera down and show you what I'm dealing with. Again, yeah, I definitely should have wore my long pants. Yeah, look at that. How often do you see something spray painted or whatever they did? They did some type of work to it, because you can see right here the actual concrete slab or whatever this is called. Let's let that be. I don't want to keep picking at it. All right. Wow. So if you didn't even, oh yeah, it is looking a bit worse as you go further back. Yeah, so here's more entombments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. All covered up in nature. Yeah, these I can see is some, look at that one. Whoa, it is definitely sinking. Well, not sinking, but there's some type of hill right here. Yeah, that one's definitely going down. Whew. Yeah, you got to be careful when you come to this cemetery. Whoa, geez, you got to be careful coming to this cemetery. Yeah, I see another casket exposed right here. I can't get, I'm not going that far just because there's a big gap in between me and the thing that you're looking at. So there's a headstone to the left. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. Yeah, we got another one exposed over here as well. Let you take a look around before we go further back. There's like a little ditch right here. Yeah, look at all these tombs. You can barely walk around in some of these areas. Oh my god, whoa, okie dokie. Yikes. Yeah, slipped in a hole right there. We got another hole. And another one. Alright, let me find a place where I can get back with you. I'm gonna head to the back of the cemetery, see what I can find back there. Let me show you what I'm dealing with to get by real quickly. I'm holding on to this tomb right here because it's all uneven leveled ground. The ground's unleveled. Maybe I should go back the way I came. Yeah, look at all this. Made my way through all that overgrowth. There's a pathway here that's already cut. Here's another section of the cemetery. Now, I don't know what this is for. Either way, you can go around it apparently. Look at that giant oak tree. Let me stop so you can admire it for a second. Louisiana is known for its big oak trees, I should say. Okay, so I'm starting to see different color entombs. There's a pink one there, a pink one in the back, and there's a blue one way back there. Looks like the elevation's changing over here. It's like little steps. We got a new grave right here, 2024. Mary Robertson, September 10th, 1929 to March 24th, 2024. There's a grave right there. I mean, a grave right there, a name right there. Looks like they died in 1947. It's etched into the stone. Let's go over here, because I see a fence around 2, maybe 3 graves. Oh, 2 graves. Wow, this is definitely interesting, to say the least. Wow, it is completely overgrown over here. I'll let you admire it just for a second. I don't feel like going through all this brush. Oh, the bee. All this brush. Actually, yeah, there's another entombment. I don't know why I can't get my words out. Another casket right there. Time and weather, vandals, all that do stuff to this. I will say one thing about this cemetery and the other one have in common: both overgrown, both have broken tombs. Other one meaning Sweet Olive Cemetery. It's also in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'll link that video either somewhere up in one of the corners and at the end of the video, and also in the video description. So I just made my way all the way down here. We checked out this side. This side looks exactly the same. Now, from what I said at the beginning of the video, some of the graves back here are much worse shape than the front. And we've already seen a few in the front that are in some disrepair, or is in disrepair. Look at this entombment, it's wide open. Nature has definitely taken over inside. In memory of Mitchell Lowe, they were born in 1863 and died in 1927. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Got some words written on here. can barely make it out. Seeing a very interesting grave coming up here. LSU. It's like in a red pink color, something like that. Is it Judy at the top? And then Bully. I love how these tombs have this on there. I do, I really do. I actually have no idea why the families or whoever adds the color to these. If you know, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to know. Over here we got a purple one. I'm not seeing a name on the stone right there. Got a statue of an angel. So it does look like it goes a little bit further back, but not too much further back there. All right, let me go to the other side because I saw something interesting that I want to see over there. Okay, I just came from over here, made a turn, and then came down in this direction. Now I said there was a tomb over here that I want to see, and I'm seeing multiple actually. So this is the first one, and you can see the casket clearly inside this one if you look carefully. There's some barbed wire or something right here. It's probably just to hold this concrete entombment. But again, there's one of the caskets, or many of the caskets that you've already seen. I know there was another one. Where was it at? That one over there has like a green tint to it. Guess we'll walk over there so you can see. Most of these don't have names, by the way. Some do, some don't. There's another purple one right there. That one's got 3086 on it in the middle. So I've never been to London, but if you look at photos and pictures, or if you look at videos and photos, a lot of the graves have vegetation all over it. And this right here kind of reminds me of London a little bit. I've never been, I've seen photos, I've seen videos, all that type of stuff. But you can see how nature has pretty much taken over some of these tombs here. Wow. This is beautiful, but it's also interesting, if that's the word, at the same time. Just look at that. You know what, let's go over there a little bit so you can take it in. There's another, I think that's an oak tree. Massive. Sure hope none of this is poison ivy. I'm really liking this, but again, I'm sure it's sad, or it is sad at the same time, seeing it in this state. I guess that's what makes abandoned places and cemeteries kind of related and interesting at the same time. Look at that. Whoa, stepped in a hole. Look at that. That's sinking all the way down. Ooh, it even gets thicker way in the back. I wonder if there's graves back there. Oh yeah, I see one already. Do I want to go back there? Might as well. We're here. Might as well. For the graves looking bad from what the person said on the interview, oh my goodness, yeah, there's a bunch back here. Wow, these are definitely forgotten about. Him saying it looking worse in the back, I guess I should say yes, but again, it has its beauty to it. Wow. It just keeps going on and on. Look at all that. I think this cemetery takes the #1 spot. Sweet Olive takes the second. Wow. This is... I'm gonna say it for the third time. It's very interesting to me and it's very sad at the same exact time. If that makes sense of what I'm trying to say to you. I found what I'm looking for. And of course you already see it on screen. Be careful. Whoa, there's a top to this entombment. Here's the one that I saw that I wanted to check out. Look at that. It's blue. Whoa, I don't have to go this direction. Wow, I gotta be careful going around here. This is crazy. Okay, now you can see it. That is pretty unique. This one definitely stands out. What do we got up here? Oh, look at that. Look at that. The weeping angel that's on an altar. I've seen that statue before at a cemetery. What does it say over here? Because I just cannot read it. It's hand to forget one who gave us so much to remember. That is very interesting. That is my first time seeing something that unique at a cemetery. Wow. Of course, down here got some flowers. Let's fix that for them real fast, or if it'll stay. Okay, so there's the person, 31 years old. Wow. Debra Johnson, I'm guessing is the name. 5/12/60 all the way to 2/27/1992. Gilbert Funeral Home. Wow. And people wonder why do you go to cemeteries? Well, history, famous burials, interesting stuff like this. You don't know what you're going to find at a cemetery. 99% of the time it's going to be the same, but there's always that 1% that's just different and unique. Got a gate over here on top of these tombs. There's another purple tomb. Oh wow, look at this one. is that 2 or 3? I think that's 2, maybe 3 tombs, I don't know. Looks like 3, because there's a section here, a bigger section, and then this little grave at the top. I mean, that's one way to save space, I suppose. And it looks like this is the person. I don't know which entombment this person is, because there's only one name, and it looks like there's 3 different tombs on there. This one also has 2 stacked together. Okay, it is 3, yeah. Because look, I'm looking at this one, looking at this one. That's just one right there. There's another section, and there's one at the top. Wow. That's one way to definitely save some space. And it makes you wonder, is this cemetery really being maintained, taken care of? It's hard to say, really. We've seen some caskets, we've seen debris. You see pretty much everything that you've seen at a cemetery if you've watched my channel. From abandoned to active to whatever you will want to classify this as. It is open to the public, so it's not abandoned, I guess you can say. But it kind of looks like it, if that makes sense. But it's interesting, and it's just sad to see stuff like this, for example. Put the camera in there a little bit closer. I don't know how much further I can go in, but it's just sad to see stuff like this in this state. But some states just don't have the money to fund it, some do. You need a lot of volunteers to take care of big cemeteries like this, for example. Even though I'm pretty sure it's owned by the city of Baton Rouge and all that. Anyways, I think we've seen a lot of interesting stuff here at this cemetery, Lutheran Cemetery in East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana. I sure hope something gets done with the broken slabs or the concrete that's into the graves. I hope they get repaired, and I hope the grass can at least be maintained by somebody. But I bet you it's just volunteers that are really out here taking care of the cemetery. The city, again, I don't know. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the tour out here at Lutheran Cemetery in East Baton Rouge Parish, and I'll catch you in the next one.